Right now, there is a very real chance that something sitting in your fridge or your cupboard has already been recalled. Not next week, not maybe, right now. And nobody told you. If you care about what you're feeding yourself and your family, you need to subscribe to Retail Alert UK immediately, because the things I'm about to reveal in this video are not being reported on the evening news. They're buried in press releases, hidden on government websites, and quietly removed from shelves while you carry on shopping like nothing happened. This is the truth about 10 UK supermarket foods that were quietly recalled, and why the system is designed to keep you in the dark. Let's get straight into it. Number 7. You think product recalls are rare emergencies, but in reality, food recalls happen almost every single week in the UK, and most shoppers never hear about them. According to publicly available data from the Food Standards Agency, there were over 200 food recall notices issued in a single year. That's nearly 4 per week. These aren't minor admin errors. We're talking about undeclared allergens that could hospitalise someone, bacterial contamination that could land you in A&E, and foreign objects found inside sealed packaging. One documented case involved a popular ready meal sold across multiple major supermarkets that contained pieces of plastic. Another recall notice, issued for a batch of hummus, warned that it contained undeclared sesame, a potentially fatal allergen for some consumers. The product had already been on shelves for weeks. And here's the part that should concern you. Supermarkets are not legally required to contact you directly, even if you bought the exact product being recalled. Unless you happen to check the FSA website, follow the right news sources, or notice the tiny printed notice hidden near the customer service desk, you would never know. Your action step is simple. Bookmark the Food Standards Agency alerts page right now. Check it once a week. It takes 30 seconds and it could save your life or your child's life. But this is just the surface. What I'm about to tell you next is something most supermarkets hope you never figure out. Number 6. You think supermarket own brand products are simply budget versions of the real thing. But documented investigations have revealed that certain own brand items are specifically manufactured to a lower specification and quietly reformulated over time. This is not about paying less for the same quality. This is about paying less for deliberately inferior quality. And sometimes those reformulations happen without any visible change to the packaging at all. Consumer watchdog reports have highlighted cases where the protein content in frozen meat products dropped by nearly 15% over 2 years, while the packaging stayed identical. There are also what industry insiders call made-for-outlet products, items that look like premium branded goods, but were never sold at full price anywhere. They're designed from the start to appear discounted. You see compare at pricing suggesting you're saving £3, but that original price was never real. Trading Standards has flagged this practice repeatedly, yet it continues because enforcement is inconsistent and shoppers simply don't know. The next time you pick up an own brand product, flip it over. Check the per 100 gram price against what you paid 6 months ago. Screenshot it if you have to, because if you're not tracking these changes, nobody else will. And speaking of things that change without warning, what I'm about to show you at number 5 is genuinely disturbing. Number 5. You think the expiry date on your food tells you everything you need to know. But the truth is, products can be quietly relabeled, frozen and defrosted without disclosure, or stored improperly before they ever reach the shelf. Customer complaints submitted to environmental health departments have described finding meat that smelled off despite being within date, bread with visible mould that supposedly had 3 days left, and ready meals with bloated packaging that were still being sold at full price. The reason this happens is because the journey from warehouse to shelf is far less controlled than you think. Temperature-sensitive items sometimes sit in loading bays for hours. Refrigeration units fail overnight and products are restocked in the morning. Stock approaching its sell-by date is sometimes reduced. Yes, but sometimes it's simply moved to a different location in the store where turnover is faster, hoping it sells before anyone notices. One major supermarket faced documented complaints after customers reported finding items with two different date labels, one stuck directly over the other. Look at the actual label. Check for peeling stickers. Check for discoloration, condensation, or damaged seals. And if something smells wrong, even if the date says it's fine, trust your instincts and report it. What you're about to hear at number 4, though, reveals a problem most people never even consider. Number 4. You think your loyalty card is just a way to earn points and save money. But what you're really doing is handing over extraordinarily detailed data about your purchasing habits, your health conditions, your location patterns, and your financial behavior. And that data doesn't just sit in a vault somewhere. It's analysed, segmented, and in many cases, shared with third-party partners. According to privacy investigations covered by consumer rights groups, supermarket data partnerships include insurance companies, financial services providers, and targeted advertising networks. The products you buy can influence the quotes you receive, the ads you see, and even the credit offers presented to you online. There are reports of customers being served alcohol advertisements within hours of purchasing wine at a till, targeted baby product promotions after buying a pregnancy test, and financial service ads appearing after repeated yellow sticker purchases. And the security of this data is not guaranteed. Payment card breaches, hacked loyalty accounts, and leaked email lists tied to supermarket databases have all been documented over the past 3 years. Your action here is to read the privacy policy. I know nobody does, but you need to. Check who your data is shared with. Number 3. You think when something says special offer or great value, you're getting a good deal. But consumer investigations have found that a staggering number of so-called deals are actually no cheaper and sometimes more expensive than the standard price was weeks earlier. This practice is known in trading standards circles as price anchoring, and it's been documented across every major UK supermarket at some point. The method works like this. A product is listed at an inflated price for a short period, sometimes as little as 2 weeks. Then it's reduced back to its normal price and labelled as a special offer. Legally, if the higher price was displayed for a minimum period, this can technically comply with regulations. But ethically, it's deception dressed as a deal. The Office for Fair Trading and subsequent regulators have received hundreds of complaints about this practice. Number 2. You think you've paid the correct amount when you walk out the door. But supermarket overcharging, whether through scanner errors, multi-buy glitches, or shelf-edge label mismatches, is far more common than anyone admits. Trading Standards has documented thousands of cases where the price scanned at the till did not match the price displayed on the shelf. In many cases, the difference was small, 20 or 30 pence, so most customers never noticed. But over a full weekly shop, over a year, these errors can add up to tens of pounds. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Stores have little incentive to fix these discrepancies quickly because most shoppers don't check their receipts. One whistleblower account described how promotional prices were sometimes not updated in the system until days after the offer started, meaning early customers paid full price while believing they were getting the deal. Another described how end-of-aisle displays with bold pricing often didn't match what was actually programmed into the tills. Number 1. You think you're making rational decisions in the supermarket. But the truth is, every single part of your shopping experience, from the layout of the aisles to the music playing overhead to the colour of the price tags, has been engineered by behavioural psychologists to make you spend more and question less. This is not conspiracy. This is documented retail science, and it's been refined over decades. Essentials like milk and bread are placed at the back of the store, so you have to walk past hundreds of impulse items. End-of-aisle displays are leased to brands at a premium, not because the products are on offer, but because placement there increases sales by up to 30% regardless of price. The trolleys are deliberately large to make your shop look small. The floor tiles near high-margin sections are sometimes designed to make your trolley rattle, subconsciously slowing you down so you browse longer. Yellow discount tags trigger a dopamine response even when the deal isn't genuine. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a recalled product in your home that you were never told about? Have you spotted pricing tricks, dodgy date labels, or scanner overcharges at your local supermarket? Drop your experience in the comments right now, because the more we share, the harder it becomes for these practices to stay hidden. If this video opened your eyes, hit subscribe to Retail Alert UK so you never miss an investigation. And if you want to see which UK stores have the worst track records for these tactics, that video is on screen right now. Click it. I'll see you there.